So here's the thing about Conor McGregor. He's not just another fighter, he's more like a ghost that just refuses to leave the room. I mean, even when he's not fighting, even when years go by without a win, his name still hangs over every conversation in mixed martial arts. You'll hear it in pressers, in interviews, and even in casual debates at the bar. Somehow, some way, it always comes back to the notorious. And that's what I mean when I say he haunts the narrative. Now, when I say haunt the narrative, I don't mean in a spooky Halloween way. What I mean is that his presence, his influence, as well as his impact are still shaping the storylines of today, even when he's not directly involved. It's like watching a new fight play out, but Conor's fingerprints are still on the entire conversation. Fighters still get compared to him, promoters are still chasing that McGregor energy, and fans still measure moments against what he's already done. That's haunting the narrative. Being gone, but never really leaving. I mean, think about it. The UFC have tried building plenty of new stars since the Notorious's prime. I'm talking guys like a Sugar Sean O'Malley and Alex Boatan. Dare I say, even an Ian Machado Gary? And most importantly of all, the crux of this video, Ilia El Matador Topuria. But every time one of them does something big, the comparisons just come flying in. Oh, look at him trying to be the new Conor. Oh, this feels like McGregor energy. Yo, wait, hold on. Look at that stance. That's the karate stance. Dog, he's trying to be Conor. And, it's almost automatic at this point, and it's kind of wild because it shows that the sport has moved forward without him, but at the same time, it hasn't necessarily really escaped him either. His shadow is still right there, and that's what makes McGregor so different. He's not just remembered for what he did. He's still part of how people understand what's happening now, and even if he never wins a fight again, even if he never wins another round, Conor McGregor remains the standard that every fighter chasing superstardom has to deal with. And that's haunting the narrative. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share so you can help me reach 3,000 subscribers by May. I'll deeply appreciate you. And make sure you join the official UFC Discord, link in the description. All right, so look, let's talk about this whole idea of Conor McGregor haunting the narrative. And what I mean by that is fairly simple. Even when he's not around, you still feel him. His presence is baked into MMA whether he's fighting or not, and it's kind of like those characters in movies and shows that aren't on screen much, but the story literally doesn't exist without them. Think of Batman's parents, for example. They get killed in the first few minutes, but the entire Batman mythos is built on that moment. Or Lucy Gray Baird in The Hunger Games, Fire Lord Ozai from The Last Airbender, or even Suguru Geto in Jujutsu Kaisen. Gone, but still pulling the strings in the background. That's exactly how Conor McGregor exists in MMA. Now, let's be real, Conor McGregor isn't the greatest fighter to ever do it. I mean, he's not even in my top 15. And, he doesn't have the resume of like a GSP, a Johnny Turinabol, a Silva, or even someone like an Ilia Topuria now. But he's still the face of mixed martial arts. He's the symbol. To the casual fan, he is the UFC. The same way Mickey Mouse is to Disney. Not the most deepest or most complex character out of all of them, but he's the one who defines the entire brand. Conor McGregor became that for this sport. And honestly, it didn't happen by accident either. I mean, from the jump, he was treated like the chosen one. The UFC gave him favorable matchups, prime press opportunities, and, just things that a fighter could only dream of. But at the same time, he actually delivered. I mean, he did Dana's job for him. Like, when it was Conor Fight Week, the promotion basically ran itself. The snarky one-liners, the viral pressers, the catchphrases, the whole nine, all of it hit. And then when the cage doors closed, he actually went in there and backed it all up. He predicted his knockouts and then went out there and did them. I'm talking about guys like the King of Rio, Jose Aldo, and Eddie Alvarez himself. Over and over and over again, this man made his own hype real. And that's why the numbers were so insane, because Conor turned the UFC global. He shattered pay-per-view records, live gates, and sold out arenas all around the world. He was fighting in Madison Square Garden in New York City when mixed martial arts just got legalized there. He had a boxing match with Floyd Mayweather in one of the biggest and highly touted combat sports events of all time. He sold whiskey. He went on world tours, turned press conferences into worldwide rock concerts. And, for a while, it wasn't mixed martial arts anymore because it was the Conor show. But like I've said in previous videos before, Father Time waits for nobody and he is undefeated. And the injuries piled up, the hunger changed, and the results just weren't the same. Conor McGregor hasn't won a meaningful fight in years. But he hasn't even fought since 2021. Meanwhile, the UFC haven't died without the notorious. In fact, they've just been building new stars. Guys like a Hamza Chimaev, and Alex Poatan Pereira, a Charles Oliveira, and of course, an Ilia Topuria. The machine just keeps on moving. And yet, here's the part where things get a little wild, because even with all these new names, Conor McGregor's shadow is still over everything. If you're a fighter with an ounce of charisma today, then you're instantly compared to Conor. Crack a joke at a presser? Oh, that's Conor vibes. Swagger in your walkout? Look at him trying to be the new Conor. That's haunting the narrative. His influence became the blueprint. Take Ilia Topuria for an example. He runs through the UFC, dominates two all-time greats back-to-back at 27 years of age, calls out his shot at double championship status, and pulls it all off against another all-time great in a higher weight class, mind you. That's textbook McGregor. And even if it's authentic to Ilia Topuria himself, people can't help but frame it through Conor's legacy, because Conor set that standard for superstardom in mixed martial arts. And the crazy part is, Conor McGregor doesn't even have to fight to stay relevant right now. He hasn't even stepped into an octagon in years, but if he just so happens to just sneeze in public, TMZ, ESPN, and every MMA outlet are on their bike trying to cover the new Conor thing. Every new star gets compared to him, and every new milestone gets measured against his era. So, yeah. Will Conor McGregor ever recreate that same magic of his first run? Honestly, probably not. That 13-second filet-loin finish against the King of Rio and Jose Aldo, his absolute masterclass performance against the Underground King in Eddie Alvarez, that was lightning in a bottle. And you just can't catch that twice. But here's the thing, because he doesn't have to. Conor McGregor is built into the DNA of MMA forever. He's the ghost in the room and the shadow over every new superstar. He changed the sport in a way that cannot be undone, and that's why, even years removed from his prime, the notorious Conor McGregor continues to haunt the narrative. But that's all I've got to say for this video. Let me know in the comment section below, what are your guys' thoughts on the entire landscape of mixed martial arts right now as we speak? And do you guys think that Conor McGregor will be fighting at UFC White House? Or do you think that he'll be having a, UFC or mixed martial arts resurgence at all? Let me know in the comment section below. But that about wraps up the video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.